Okay, so the first 1 hour is done, and this is the final hour of this conversation. There's the final hour of this conversation. So we will be having SP Olumuyiwa join us again so that we can speak in depth about this, at least about the most important things, because there's so much to talk about, actually. So much to talk about that. Yeah, it will need a series of 1 year for us to finish asking these questions. Okay. Trying to connect with him. Okay, welcome. Welcome, Mawana. Thank you so much for rejoining us. This is the final segment for our live video. This is the final segment. Okay. Yeah, this is the part 2. Welcome, Vicky. We just finished with part 1. We are being joined again now by SP Olumuyiwa for the final part of our conversation. Okay, sir. Instagram timed us out.
Okay,
the first one out. First 1 hour. So this is our final part. This is our final 1 hour. But you were okay. I hope you can see. You can hear me, sir.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, you are just basically sharing with us how we should take going to court seriously. And the question I had for you, sir, is there some sort of, maybe you can enlighten us, is there some sort of financial, commitment to going to court? Maybe that is part of what people are afraid of. Maybe they don't have the money to pursue the case. Or what is the ABC step for an average citizen to pursue a case in the court, of course, regarding, let's say, a police officer that has misbehaved?
Well, the major thing is, there are procedures in approaching any court. If it's a criminal offense, the police will be the prosecutor. You will be the suspect,
okay,
or the defendant. And at that, if you don't have money to procure the services of any lawyer, the legal aid council is there. Every state has our own legal aid council. If you go there, they will give you judgment. There's no judge that will continue to try a defendant, a suspect in court without a lawyer. Even if you have taken your plea, by the time you say you are guilty or you are not guilty, a lawyer will stand for you. They will give you room to get lawyers to defend you. So even if you have told them that you are guilty, the trial will still continue. It means that you are pleaded guilty that, Mr. Adejobi, you actually slapped this person. I say, yes, my lord, I am guilty. The trial must still continue. The judge will not just write that he pleaded guilty by judgment. I rise. No. They will still continue the trial. So within this period, you have the grace to have your lawyer. And most of these offenses, traffic offenses, majorly, our men have encountered with members of the public majorly at their stop and search points. That's where the major issue is. Most of them are not even criminal. And traffic offenses are just simple offenses. Is either according to the definition of them is the imprisonment not less than 6 months or option of fine. Most of them come with options for fine. So if you have committed this already, highest is they just tell you go and pay this, so they can give you 5,000, they can give you 2,000, they can give you community service, maybe to go and clear your own house or your quarters. They should go and clear for you. Judgment could be anything. This the judgment of the other magistrate or the judge, my lord, whatever, varies. So our people should not run from. I gave you my own example now. Yeah. I gave you my example. God forbid I have any accident, any further accident, or if it happens and I know I am on my right. A typical example is a pedestrian not using the pedestrian bridge, and a vehicle on his own eats that pedestrian at that spot. It's a matter of time you'll be exonerated. Even if there's anything they want you to do, it's going to be on a mutual understanding. It's not that the judge will not tell you that you are guilty, go to also imprisonment, or go and pay social fine. You are going to drag it, a logical conclusion, because it is presumed that I don't expect any pedestrian to cross at that point. Approach court. If a policeman is counting, is just saying you have done this, you have done this, you have done that, and you think within you that come, this is what I've done. This guy is lying. He can't prove this. Tell him to change his words. Highest they give you option of bail, they give you bail conditions, and you meet your bail condition, you go. You perfect it and you go. The case continues. And after the case, if you see that the policeman has done something wrong and you think you have been exonerated, or you can file a suit against him. More so that the IGP has said it. If a policeman does anything wrong now, don't sue the police as an institution. Sue that person, that particular person. Is either inspector this or ESP this. Sue the person, let him carry him cross. And whatever it is, any. Yes, I'm with you. I'm still with you.
Oh, okay. I'm not. Yeah, but I don't know why I'm not really hearing you. Okay, it's clearer now. Okay, sir. From what you shared, though, I think I see why some people, even though it is not an excuse, like you've rightly said, it's not an excuse to not pursue the case, but maybe this question is not for you. I see that we probably need more involvement. We probably need more focus on the public, defense system, whereby we have people who can have public lawyers come to defend them. Because I don't know how many average citizens may want to follow through with those or be able to, because you should be able to if you can, but if you can't, some people may just be discouraged as a reason of some sort of, just whether cultural orientation or just an orientation where they feel they are already defeated even without going through with the case. So I believe that is a gap there that can be filled. Okay, sir, I want to go ahead to the next question. Or do you want to say something on that? I'm not sure if you want to
like that one. Let me quickly say that some of our laws are not restricted documents. And every Nigerian has that right to lay his or her hand on some of these laws. Let us read them. Let us know much about these laws. They will be guiding us. Before I joined the police, I've been reading the criminal code. I've known so many things about the criminal that if I slap you, I know it's an offense. If I fight my colleague in the street, I know it's an offense. I've taken notice of all these laws, all these offenses to guide myself, to direct me aright, so that I would not go and goof and commit any criminal harm. We lack reading culture in this country. We lack reading culture in this country. People are encouraged to read some of these laws, so that when somebody will be telling me I have my right in the Constitution, I have my fundamental right, tell him, ask him which section of the Constitution is saying he's talking about your right. People always say, I have my right. I have my right to do this. Section what of the Constitution is talking about the right. At least another Nigerian should read these sections, either 33 to 43 or 44, to know that these are fundamental human rights. Let me know them, what they say, because no fundamental human right is absolute. So when you say you have a right to do this, where your own right sense. That's where another ones started. We always claim we have the right, we have the right. It's not all the time your right will work for you. The major thing in the law are exceptions of the law which you must take note of. Every law has exceptions. For instance, right to life. Right to life is that you cannot take the life of any Nigerian. Yet, the Constitution gives us exceptions. Except the following conditions. If you do this, they can take your life. If you do this, they can take your life. If you do this. So let us read these laws and know the exceptions to guide us aright so that we will not go and commit blunders. That's all about that. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So where can the average Nigerian find these laws? On the internet, where can they find these laws?
Instead of using our phone, Androids, in doing what things are not beneficial. If knowledge is at your fingertips. Google all these, you're going to get them right. You're going to get this information there. Constitution is there. Most of these acts are there. Let people read. Even on your phone, you can get this information.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for that. People have shared that they do not feel safe or protected by the Nigeria police force. Of course, you've taken out time at the beginning and in part one to explain to us the essence of the police force. Why do you think some police officers are still not, or still do not pose themselves as people that are on the side of the citizens? I don't know if you are aware of a recent conversation that has been going on of citizens asking and just requesting that, oh, it should move from Nigeria Police Force to Nigeria Police Service. They feel that the Nigeria Police Force title helps or just makes some police officers feel like they are not for the citizens. So, sir, do you think changing the name from Nigeria Police Force to Nigeria Police Service will achieve that? And how can the Nigeria Police Force help Nigerians to really feel that they are their friends, just like it is written, you know, the police is your friend? But some people see a policeman and they are already afraid, even without approaching them. They just feel that the police are not on their side. I don't know what we can do to rectify that.
Well, the issue of changing of name is a constitutional thing. You can't do anything about the Nigeria Police Force now without amending the Constitution. So it's not what we are going to discuss here.
Okay. I can hear you, sir.
Okay. If the police are misusing their powers, we have mechanisms on ground to checkmate their SSs. We have mechanisms on ground to checkmate their SSs. And that's why you see we have the escort, the monitoring team, the PCB, PR department, all of them are to checkmate the SSs of our men. We are to be the servants to people, not their masters. We are to be servants to them, not their masters. We are to serve them. We are to respect them, respect people's opinions, respect people's fundamental human rights. We are not in any way to be rude to them. We are not in any way to oppress them. We are not in any way to extort them. I've seen policemen with horsewhip. I always ask them, what are you doing with this horsewhip? In my boat, in the car, my official car I use, the Hilux I use now, come and see as many as I'm able to seize. If you come to my office, I'm going to show you. I see them with all these things that are not issued to them officially. I collect from them. What of stick, long stick? I asked them, what do you do with this long stick? They said, Okada riders are stubborn. Downfalls are stubborn. Vehicles are stubborn. Then what do you use? I use the skill to break their side mirror. Is it part of police job? It is not. I cease from them. I rebuke them. As I speak with you in the cell here now, we are having nothing less than 25 or 27 of them being detained for one offense or the other. I was going
That's
yesterday.
Police
Yes,
officers.
police officers. I was going yesterday. I saw one man. He was on uniform. His sergeant was to do a duty there, and he was smoking on uniform with the cap on. Out of indecency. Indecency. And me as a person, as a PRO, whatever that would dent the image of the force. What are they snapping and they upload that thing? I'm still going to be talking and defending and be talking and be defending. No, there are things I don't need to allow get escalated before I nip in the bud. I put him in the sand. And I asked him, with your age, with your level in this job, you are like this. The subordinates under you, if they do this, what will you tell them? How do you correct them? A corporal was beside him, a sergeant beside him. This man is an inspector. He didn't do the right thing. Embarrassing us. And that's why you see the commissioner on regular basis, Commissioner of Police Lagos State, where I work, the people I speak for, Hakim Olusegun, we always, on regular basis, always hammering on them. If you do what you should not do, you are going to face the music. We go out, we don't sleep, because I've noticed that if you deploy policemen, you don't give them adequate supervision, you have yourself to be blamed. Will have yourself to be blamed. A policeman, you are posted to Apomo. That Apomo, under that bridge, stay here. If you don't monitor him, you see him Lekki phase 1, Lekki phase 2, Oniru. He will leave that place. And when you are radioing, you are on communication system, our communication system. Patrol base this, confirm your location. You say, sir, I am in Akmogo. He's really telling you affirmatively that, Oga, I am in Akmogo. So if you don't put measures on ground to monitor them, no matter how beautiful your deployment, no matter how beautiful your job is, they will rubbish it for you, because some of them will tend to leave and go and do, maybe follow one vehicle to somewhere, or go and see where some boys that do grooving. They just want to stand there for 30 minutes and collect something and come back. The CP will always say 80% field work, 20% office work. My CP will prefer to be on the field for 80% of this time per day and 20% office work, because we believe and we know, we are convinced that proper supervision of these men will help us a lot. And that's why it's encouraging all the details that any one of you whose personnel misbehave causes embarrassment to the command, you will be vicariously held responsible. Vicarious liability with who such a person. We want our officers, and we have been saying, correct this our men. If I'm passing by, I see a policeman doing something wrong, I will stop. Not because I'm the PRO. There was a time I had a guy that was not the PRO, but the PR thing is in me. The system should be in you, and you must think of how you give back to our system in the Nigeria Police Force, because this is my job. This is my career. I cannot be passing by and I see policeman or policemen misbehaving. I will stop and correct them. I will stop and correct them. We are encouraging our officers to always, when you see them, I will stop. Talk to them. Correct them. And as a PRO, me, I go out. When they're having lectures, most of them have their lectures on weekends. I go. I don't have any weekend. I don't go to any party. I go to lecture them and talk to them. I do memos to CP on what we can do to make sure we can get it right. And now in Lagos State, people are enjoying our feedback mechanisms. All the numbers we have rolled out, people have been calling. People have been talking to us. People have been monitoring our activities because we gave them the room to monitor. You can't keep somebody in the cell now indefinitely. It's not possible, because the command is partnering with Legal Aid Council. Command is partnering with some NGOs. That these NGOs with the police will be moving around to your cell facilities to go and check those you put in the cell. If you are detaining somebody beyond necessary, they will ask you questions. And you cannot explain, the city will give you query. So with all these things we put on ground: supervision, monitoring, regular assessment of our men, regular assessment of our anti-crime strategies, so that we can improve on what we have on ground. These are the things we do.
Okay, sir. For the ones that, for example, you are sharing that you have some men even in the police station in detainment right now. What do you think happens to those, maybe I'll say, bad eggs. What do you think have happened to those people that are supposed to be showing forth the police in the right light and, you know, just basically...
I am sure you and many of us that are connected to us now will know what we call the strain theory and deviant behavior, anome in sociology. Whatever you do in life, there are some that will be deviant in society. It is traditional, it is part of life. If Jesus Christ could have 12 disciples, I want us to be a deviant. So let us find the ratio of the numbers of policemen you expect to be deviant out of almost 370,000 policemen we have. We can't rule it out. Even our kids at home, you know the one that is stubborn, the one that is not stubborn. So it's a natural thing that we cannot rule out. Anywhere, any system, you have more than one person. You are bound to have deviant behaviors. You are bound to have strain theories applicable. You are bound to have anome theory applicable in our system. So we can't rule it out. You can't rule it out.
Okay, but you shared with us about accountability, monitoring, and those things already put in place. You shared it with us already.
Yes.
Yeah. So, sir, what is the training of the Nigerian police force at this particular time? People are calling for a restructuring of that. You know, sharing that there should be more psychological, human things put into the curriculum, you know, just beyond the physical training. What is the current Nigerian police force training like, and what do you think can be added, you know, to help the people perform better?
Well, the curricula of our training schools and colleges, the course outlines have been worked on. Of course, you won't expect us to still be using the course outline we used in 1914 or 1930.
Era, yeah.
So these ones have been reviewed. And let me quickly say that for improvement in the Nigerian police force, the present Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Abubakar Adamu, MNI, the present IGP, has established Nigerian Institute for Police Studies, NIPS. Now in Kuje in Abuja, that's the office. The school is there, where we want to actually focus on police studies, professional studies in the Nigerian police force. The appointed Professor Ogunshakin as the director of the institute. The institute has commenced training. Aside from that, we have the police staff college in Jos. The staff college in Jos is there to train officers and men again. The police academy in Wudil, Kano, is there to train our cadets and those that we turn out to be in the system. We have major police colleges across the country that I speak with you. The IGP declared state of emergency on them when he came on board, and these training colleges and training schools are working. We have training college in Maiduguri, Borno State. We have training college in police college in Keja. We have police college Kaduna. We have police college Oju River in Enugu side. Apart from that, we have many training schools that all of them are functional. All of them, as I speak with you now, they have trainees. Many courses are ongoing. Embassies, NGOs are foreign and local. They have been organizing trainings for us on daily basis. We do training and retraining on regular basis. So if with what we have on ground that we are doing, I'm very optimistic that we're going to get it right, because the IG has mandated that every officer in the police must go to one course or the other. And we have other foreign courses that when they send to the office of the IG will disseminate. There are courses that some of us who want to go will go. More so that the IG has specialized many units in the police. Before, it was jack of all trade, master of all. If an accountant, you say an accountant carry gun as Samora. But you say, no, how can you be? Let everybody man is line. If you want to be an accountant or cash officer in the police now, you must be an accountant, even chartered. Gone are the days that you just have a boy that Miwa, he's from Osun State, he's my brother. Oh yeah, Miwa, be my finance command cash officer or finance officer, CFO. No, it's not going to work. In public relations, if you are not a member of NFPR, certified body to manage public relations practitioners in Nigeria, you cannot be a PRO in the police. It is not possible. That era has gone. So now that the IGP has specialized our units, coupled with us these trainings, I'm sure, don't forget, a reform agenda is a process. You can't start in a day and finish in a day. It's a continuous process, and we shall get there.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So for what you shared, there's going to be continuous training. But in the past, was it, has it been that, you know, police just go for, they just do their lesson, their police college, they do their basic training, and that is all for them? Is that how it was in the past?
No. We were still, aside from the basic trainings as recruits or cadets.
Yes.
Apart from those ones, we used to have trainings before, but it's at will. At will. Unlike now that the IGP will say you must go. Then, if you are nominated for a course or training, you could maneuver your way not to go. You could look for somebody to substitute, to replace you. But now it's not possible again. It is not possible again. Now that the IGP is having a department called Department of Training and Development, headed by a Deputy Inspector General of Police. Who is that person that will be nominated for a course and go and maneuver his way to go and change? When you're a DIG, the #2 policeman in Nigeria, assign a document, and who is that person to go and have the guts to go and alter such a document? We have almost 7 or departments now, DIGs, that the IGP has said, this department is in charge of this department is in charge of this. So that training you are saying, we have a department of training and development. The training is there. Development is part of what we are doing too. We need to develop skills. We need to develop our ideas. We need to develop our strategies, design action plans on how we can have better policing in Nigeria.
Okay. So moving forward, it is an ongoing process. It's not just a one-off process where people are not continually developing, just like you've shared with us. Okay, sir, what is your take? The salaries was recently published of police officers. First of all, I want to confirm that with you, if that is correct, and what your take is, because one of the things that the youths are currently fighting for is the increase of salaries, you know, for police officers. So, sir, can you help us to confirm that publication that came out and what you think about it?
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
Was it published in Nigerian dailies or social media?
Either social media. It has been going around in social media.
No. You don't expect me at times. You don't expect me at times to base my discussion on things on social media. If it had been published from a known government agency or institution, now you can use it as an authority to speak. So don't let us speak on something pasted or uploaded on social media. I didn't see it anyway. I didn't see it.
Okay, sir. But what do you think generally about the reforms of the salaries of the police officers? Because that is what people are saying is the reason for the collecting bribe here, asking for this here, asking for that money there. What is your own take on that generally?
Well, I know what I take as my salary, so I wouldn't know whether it's on the high or on the low. But the thing is, as Oliver twist, if my salary is 2 million per month, won't I be happy? Won't I be jumping up and down? So if the salary is increased, fine, no problem. I'm good at
that. Okay, sir. So we are wrapping up right now, and I just want you to, in the bit of the topic we're talking about, understanding the Nigerian police force, if you can help us just outline what the difference is between, you know, the Nigerian police force and the Nigerian army in roles, basically, so that an average Nigerian just understands what is the difference between
the police is majorly
okay
in charge of internal security of the country.
Okay.
While the military is to protect our territorial integrity. Generally, if not because of these violent crimes up and down, you are not even expected to be seeing the military doing patrol in Ikeja, doing patrol in Abuja, doing patrol from Maryland to Obalende, or to Wutu in Ikorodu, or in Boko in Lagos area, or in Abuja that you see the military moving from Gwarifa to Gariki to Waraba or Yanya. No, it is the job of the police. But because of the insurgency, banditry and the likes, that the police, the military will come in, civil aid, help to civil authority. There's provision in the constitution for that. That they can be called upon to assist the civil authority when there are issues like that. And that's why you see that the military will come. Upon that, you see that they will still tell us that this is the job of the police. Anybody working for internal security of the country is complementing the efforts of the police. Police is the lead agency when it comes to internal security of our country. Other agencies are just trying to help us, and we know that there's need for us to work with other agencies. That's why you see that is one of the principles of the Special General of Police is multi-agency collaboration. You are to partner with all agencies. And don't forget, this multi-agency collaboration is one of the pillars of the concept of community policing. Community policing that the IGP is talking about, there's a pet project of the IGP being consented to by the President and Commander-in-Chief that every state, every community must be involved, must be incorporated to policing structure or policing networking in your area. Community policing preaches transparency, accountability, proactiveness, intelligence-driven policing, better human relations, and of course, all things that we think that will make an average Nigerian to be involved in community, in policing our society. Under community policing is transparent. You see, if you're a community, you have bought something for your DPO. It's not that the DPO is leaving the office and is taking everything away. No. Transparency is there. Accountability is there. Whatever you do, you'll be held accountable for what you have done. Multi-agency collaboration. All agencies must work together. The Commissioner of Police is the chairman of Security Committee in the state. Apart from the governor as chief security officer, I'm not talking of the state security council meeting. No, I'm talking of the head of security agencies in the state. The commissioner of police of that state is the chairman of that forum, and they must meet on regular basis to share ideas, to plan, to strategize, and see how they can have better policing in that place. So, multi-agency collaboration is very, 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 very key. The military, this back to your question, they are for territorial integrity, defense of our territorial integrity, while police is in charge of internal security. But we collaborate and we work together.
Okay, sir. What is the role of the SWAT, the Special Weapons and Tactics Units? Well, what is their role on that? If you can just share with us briefly.
The SWAT is not that police outfit that you see anyhow.
Okay.
You don't see them anyhow, except they are deployed for special operations.
Okay.
Armed robbery, kidnapping, banditry, and other weapon-related offenses. Excuse me, let me take something, please.
Oh, no problem, sir. We've been talking for close to 2 hours, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
So they are for these assignments. You will never see any SWAT detective doing routine patrol, doing stop and search operations. They are for special operations, and you don't deploy them anyhow. It is not possible. The IGP is working on the outfits on their attire that when you see it's going to be made public, you're going to know. And
Okay.
they are under, yes, they are under the control, directly the state, the control of the CP. Nobody can deploy them anyhow. The condition for recruitment into SWAT, there's age limits. And you must have undergo certain medical tests. You must have spent 7 years in the police before you join, before you can be eligible to be mobilized to SWAT. They have rolled out their standard operating procedure, and as you know that SWAT, as like in other states, particularly the US, the training is not that easy. Their deployment is not done shabbily. You don't deploy them anyhow, crowd control, no. They are basically now for armed robbery cases, kidnapping cases, insurgency, counterterrorism operations, inclusive, and of course, other weapon-related crimes. They will do this, and that is what the IGP has said about them. And the global assignment for SWAT is still the same thing we are going to obtain or to apply in Nigeria. So that is it about it.
Yeah, so it is different from SARS, because people are wondering, it is different. The roles from what you've explained now is different from the SARS.
Yes, it's different from, it's a new outfit, and the method of recruitment, conditions of recruitment into SWAT is different. And as the name implies, special weapon and tactics
units.
That is, as the name implies, I don't expect a SWAT man to be carrying Kondo to do what? And when a SWAT man carries his gun, you know he's going for a war. After that operation, he comes back to the base. I don't expect them to be doing stop and search and checking phones, iPhone. Are you Yahoo boy? Are you this? Are you that? No. You don't even see them anyhow. That's the one thing about it. Do you know we have special forces in the police? The special forces are not seen. They have a base. They work like a team. We deploy them. They finish operation. If it's a week, 2 weeks, they come back to base in Abuja, or to base in Nasarawa, or to base in Guari, in Kaduna, or to base in Zamfara. It's just like that. They will come to their base, they remain there. You don't go and meet them in their base, and they will not go out and meet you, except they want to go and bust a place to work. And when you deploy them for such harm-related or weapon-related offenses, they are going to move on time. So that is it. It's different from us. Even the number is not large. The number in the state is not as large as the number of SARS personnel. No, very few. And they will be trained. They will be trained in our various training camps. And IGP IGP is bringing in experts, security experts, to come and train them from abroad. I am sure that most of our trainers will come from Belarus to come and train them. So SWAT operatives are not just SARS. They are expected to be tough, but not to be seen anyhow. Not to be seen anyhow.
Okay, sir. So the final question before we go to your rapid fire question, which is a fun segment on this show, is the state of the barracks. I don't know how long you'll be able to talk about, because we don't have a lot of time, maybe 3 minutes. There have been complaints about the state of the police barracks. Sir, what are we going to do about that? You know, this is people being concerned about the welfare of the police now, not SARS discussion, but like the welfare of the police. So, sir, is it that maintenance doesn't happen often? And what are we going to do about that going forward to ensure that our police have barracks that are respectful and, you know, just really conducive, because the citizens are concerned about that? So.
Well, the welfare of the police is being looked into.
Okay.
The federal government, the president, has been magnanimous enough to sign the Police Act 2020, and of course to approve the establishment of the Police Trust Fund, headed by the retired General General of Police Sulaiman Abba. I think the PTF has been saddled with responsibility of looking into the welfare of the police, and of course the general overhauling of the police structure in Nigeria. They know the police institution is lacking so many things, and that's why the federal government felt they should mop up funds, create security fund, police trust fund to assist in raising funds for the betterment of the police. Most of these things have been taken care of. That's at the federal level. You know that in this state now, Lagos State has its own security trust fund that has been on for years and has been performing excellently well in providing equipment and logistics for police. The governor of the state has been nice to operatives, those who work in operations in the state, for giving them stipend, at least a sort of encouragement and motivation. Most of the patrol vehicles, in fact, all the patrol vehicles you see, whether in RRS or normal patrol vehicles in our divisions and area commands, in our tactical units, they are entitled to fuel. They go to fuel dump, they get fuel. Servicing of this vehicle, government is trying tremendously well. And there are so many things that government is doing as per Lagos State to make sure we have a very solid security networking in the state. I'm sure the government, the Lagos State government has procured helicopters for patrol. I'm sure you know that, and you don't know.
No.
The choppers must move at least 2 or 3 times in a day. Go and find out. They are branded RRS color. Check the chopper, RRS color. Go. Yes. They must move across the length and breadth of Lagos State at least 3 or 4 times in a day. And you know how expensive it is to move a chopper. Payment of airspace alone is expensive. The hangar is expensive, and what have you. The maintenance is in dollars, not in nairas. You give it to them. Do you know we have gunboats to protect our waterways in Lagos State? How many states can boast of this? So if the government has been able to provide all these things for us, why can't we do what is expected of us to give it back to these states that have done well? Our waterways are highly fortified. We work hand in hand in the police marine section is here in Lagos. They have a very big office at Victoria Island, Lagos. Government is giving them what they need to operate. Apart from what federal government is doing, the state here is fantastic about that. And I think many other states can emulate what we enjoy in Lagos State. And that's why you see it's very easy for us to police Lagos State. Let us forget about all these gangsters, these hoodlums that always come to foment trouble. Many of them are not in Lagos. They don't reside in Lagos. They only want to come and cause problem and go. In Yoruba, we call them Atokowa Balije. Those are the people that have come from village and come and scatter the town. So we are mindful of them, and we have been checkmating the SSEs. Those that misbehave in the Butemeta Ondo Road, I think about 3 or 4 days ago, these gangsters that trooped to the street as breaking vehicles, smashing vehicles, damaging people's property. We have arrested them, and we'll still get all of them in this state. The so-called cultists, where are they again? We have subdued them. We have ostracized them one after the other. Of course, we have zero tolerance for all these things that can be creating fears, that can jeopardize our security system in Lagos State. We say no to this. And Akim Odumosu, the Commissioner of Police, is saying no to this. If you know you want to foment trouble in Lagos State, stay away of these states. Go to other places where they cannot accept you. It's not acceptable to us in Lagos State anymore.
Okay. We do hope that a lot of other states are able to emulate these things as well, so that we have that uniform voice and understanding of what is going on. or I know of the results that we are seeing. So we're not really seeing you. This is the final segment. I'm wondering if we can. I don't know why the network is not showing your face. Do you rejoin? Do you want to try rejoining? Maybe I should cancel and then you just try to rejoin so that we can see your face for the final segment. Okay, let me do that. Let me cancel. Then I will add you back again. Remove. Okay, so I'm going to remove. Yes, all right. And then we will add him back because I don't know if you were seeing his face. I was not seeing his face at all. And that is important for our final segment. Okay, fantastic. He's back. And we are wrapping this up in a bit. Thank you so much for staying with us this far.
It's coming up now. I think we are there.
Yes, this is way better, sir. Okay, just to learn a bit about this fire question session. What is your favorite color, sir?
My favorite color is white, and at times I manage blue.
Okay.
But my favorite color is white.
White. Okay. What is your favorite food?
This is funny. I'm a typical Yoruba man. I go for what we call Eko, Agidi, and Efo.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
What are you allergic to? You're allergic to
cigarette drinking.
Okay.
There's the smoke beside me, I run away. You drink everywhere, you stink, alcohol everywhere, I run away from you. I don't like it.
Interesting. Do you have best movies, and do you have a best movie and a best book? What is your best movie and your best book?
I read all books that are visible enough for me to read.
Okay.
Because a reader is a thief who wants to read all books to acquire more knowledge.
Okay.
I read all books.
What about movie?
Movie? Well, I see any movie that is beneficial to me, whether my job that's educative to guide me right, either international, local, but majorly I see Yoruba, Igbo movies on Epic, and all those ones. I like African movies, even Ghanaian movies, all of them. I like those ones, but I don't like those ones that are exposing me to moral dangers. Let me put it that way: moral dangers.
Okay.
You don't get it?
No, so what's moral dangers in what sense?
Yes, well, like talk of movies that they do all sort of nonsense that not palatable. Okay. That's what I call moral danger. A thing that can affect negatively my morals. I don't want to see them.
Okay. So were you born in Nigeria?
I was born in the cradle of the Yoruba race.
Okay, sir. If you were not born in Nigeria, what other country would you have liked to be born into?
Nigeria.
So you know, answer the question, no?
I've answered the question.
So if you're not born in
Nigeria, I don't have business in getting crazy about other countries, about other nations. I love my country. I am a Nigerian.
At least you admire one country, just admiration.
No, if I travel out of the country today is to go and oppress them, oppress the whites. Go there, I sit down, they serve me. I enjoy the whites serving me and I pay them. Doing manicure for me, doing everything for me, laundry for me, I pay them. It's because of what they did during the colonial era. I give out to them. Don't forget I studied archaeology in University of Ibadan. You know what archaeology would tell me, what that has taught me. So if I'm going there again is to do modern slavery to them. I will serve me, I will pay them. And anytime I travel out, I spend just a week. After that, I come back, I become a king in my land. So if I've not been a Nigerian, I don't think of any other country than to be a Nigerian. I can be Hausa, I can be Igbo, I can be Yoruba, I don't care. But must be this geolocation called Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay, so sir, gold or silver?
Mm. Mm. I think gold is better.
Okay, black or white? Oh, well, I think I almost know the answer.
I think what?
White. Okay, yellow or pink?
Yellow or pink? Pink is royal. I'm from Europe. I belong to royalty. I choose pink.
Pink. Okay. What is one favorite thing about your wife?
Favorite thing about my wife?
One favorite thing.
Well, my wife likes my color, and my wife understands me so much.
Okay. Okay,
She
that makes
understands me so much.
Okay. What is your favorite attire to wear?
I'm a traditional man to the core. I put on my agbada with the cap we call Laban Kadan in Yoruba. Is that Alafin style? You know that cap about Alafin for your likes to wear? That's one with dogs. Abitiaja. That is my trademark. But you see on any of my pictures, you see I like traditional attire with Abitiaja, that traditional cap.
Okay, what is your favorite thing to do?
Favorite thing to do?
Yes.
I play lawn tennis. It's my second wife.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
I like to sing and make people laugh. I like to sing and make people laugh.
Okay. Small chops or jollof rice?
Is it Nigerian jollof?
No, Nigerian. No, Nigerian jollof. Small chops or jollof rice?
Well, I don't take. I select what I eat. Even either of the two, I don't do any one of them.
None. Okay. Fruits or vegetables?
Both.
So you're not answering our question, no. So you're supposed to pick one. The other one, you say none. Now you say both. So you have to choose one between fruits or vegetables. If you were to pick one, which one would you pick?
Fruits.
Fruits. Okay. Would you rather go with the bus or an airplane?
It depending on my location, my destination.
Okay, so which one do you prefer? Which one are you more comfortable with?
Flight.
Right. Okay, writing or speaking? Would you rather do a writing report or have a speaking? Speaking. Okay. Rain or sunshine?
Rain. Showers of blessing from above.
Audio or visual?
I hear, I forget, I see, I remember, I do, I master. That's the system in education. So I prefer visual. What I see, I don't forget easily.
Would you rather have a day at the beach or a day in one of your favorite restaurants?
Beach now.
Beach.
When you go to the beach, you do two things together. You catch fun and you pray to God. God easily answers prayer at the beach.
Interesting. What do you want to be remembered for, sir? What is one thing you want to be remembered for?
Serving humanity. Putting smiles on the face of the oppressed. Any position you have in life is a temptation. Use your position good. Let's speak good of you even when you are away.
Well, okay, sir. That's so if you had some sort of superpower, what is that one change you would like to see in the world? If you had a superpower to make a change happen instantly, what is that one change you would like to see happen in the world right now?
I would like to subdue the wicked. The wicked who use extraterrestrial powers to kill, to cause pains, agonies to people. People who don't want you to excel. People who are envious of your glory. They don't want you to grow. I can be the one in charge of that force that will work against them to make sure every individual enjoys his life, enjoys his tail on this earth.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us for this close to 2-hour session. We are very grateful. We thank you for informing us, and we really look forward to the progress of the Nigeria police force and, you know, better welfare for our people. And I personally just really applaud and just want to say thank you, you know, to you and to the people making efforts in the force who are doing the right things. Thank you for orientating us. We hope and we know that with this we'll be empowered and we'll continue to have this conversation so that we can get our Nigeria police force to where it needs to be. And of course, have the men that are serving us also be served well with the right salaries, right living condition, and so forth. Thank you so much, sir. Do you have any final words before we?
Well, I want our people in Lagos,
okay,
to please believe in the leadership of the police in Lagos State.
Okay.
CP Akim Odumusu is there to serve it better.
Okay.
Is the right peg in the right hole to police Lagos State. We want all of you in Lagos State to please believe in Nigeria Police Force in Lagos State, and of course believe in leadership of the Inspector General of Police. We are here on ground this time around to serve it better. Thanks for calling our attention to things that dented the image of the force, and we believe, we can assure you, we're going to work on them, make amends, and of course improve on better service delivery to you all. Thank you, and enjoy your weekend.
All right, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining this conversation. The Nell Show holds at least twice monthly, so do well to follow, do well to check out, you know, posters for upcoming conversations. Of course, do well to watch the replay as well, and the other replays that you can watch for past conversations that we have had. We're going to have the Nell Show in a bit. I don't know if it's next week or next 2 weeks, but just watch out and stay tuned to this page and this channel. My name is Nkechi Emmanuel, and it has been a privilege serving you via this platform. Have a fantastic time.